Okay, so we have the Mr. Cool mini split right behind me. It's been 3 months. So we did 3 months through the hottest part of the damn summertime here in Missouri. 98, 99, 100 degrees, a lot of days. Now, we got this thing towards the middle of June. I don't remember exactly what day. We're almost to October at this point. We're at the very end of September. And this shop was not insulated the whole time. It has more insulation now. Over, what, 2 weeks ago we did more insulation on it. But before, it was missing a lot of the wall insulation. The roof was done. It was missing, this whole wall was not insulated. The whole thing was not. We still got a couple little tiny pieces out where we got to run the camera wires and that stuff. And then there was no insulation up here either. At the very top there's a couple pieces. And this is 2x6. This is craft face. Not the pink fiberglass stuff, but the next step up, the brown stuff. And, you know, we have double bay door. There's no felt in the bay doors yet. There's no seals. So if you go in here, you can see a little bit of gap in between them. Overall, not too bad. All the windows are all foamed and caulked. All the doors are airtight. And what the situation was, even at 100 degrees, this thing would keep it cool, no problem at all. Okay, so I'll put a link in the description for this unit. However, they're up in price right now. This is Mr. Cool. This is 3rd gen. This has the best reviews out of anything on Amazon, period, or anywhere I could find. Even the Mitsubishi stuff everybody's ranting and raving about has a lot of bad reviews on it. I don't know if that's just people bitching. I looked at there. A lot of people said it stopped working right away. This one didn't have it. When I bought this one, it was $1,100. This is 24,000 BTU. This is big enough to do this shop, which is 24 by 48, has 16.5 foot tall ceilings. The whole situation with it is, if you get one that's way too small for what you got, it's going to have to run more and more and more. Now, when we go to do the house part, build more onto the house, I'm probably going to buy 2 of these units. I'm not going to buy a single condenser with 2 heads. I don't want to have to deal with that. If the unit goes out, I want to be able to take it out of the wall, toss it or send it back, you know, for warranty, which this has a 3.5 year Amazon warranty anyway for $50 more. So you'd be a fool not to buy it off Amazon and buy it off eBay. When we do the house in the rear, we'll have 2 smaller units, probably 12,000 BT units, one of each end, and that'll cool the whole place. It's a real open format, and that's what the situation with that is. So when we have all those going, bottom line is we'll update you on that and let you know. Now, running through the whole summer, this took the place of a window AC unit. Actually, we were running 2 window AC units in my small shop and in the house. So I took one of those units out this year, and last year running 2 window AC units and everything else on electric was about $220 a month. All right, now running this and running 1 AC unit and everything else, we rarely ever seen anything over 129. I think one of the months in July we saw 197. So we're running below using this unit cooling this big shop, then 2 window units cooling a 24 by 24 building and a 14 by 24 shop. That makes any sense. So here's where we ended up. I still never got my brother-in-law over here. He's going to trim these lines down for us. We have a loop. Everybody keeps bitching about the loop and the lines, that all the oil will settle. There again, we never had any problem with it running all summer like this. I need to put the cover on this wiring. I've been slacking, haven't done that yet. The one thing about the wall mount, you do get a little bit of drone inside because it's mounted on the wall and not sitting on the ground. My theory was sitting on the ground is going to attract a lot of bugs, get a lot of bugs and crap in the unit. And bugs in the unit is not my idea of a good time. And anytime you run the weed eater around it, all that stuff's in the ground. It's just, I didn't want that. If you mount it on your side of your house or side of your shop, don't mount it like we had to mount it here. There's no other place we could mount it. It just was none, right? We're gonna add on to the rear of the building. Even in the front, we saw more building built to the front. There was no other place we could add where that unit wouldn't be inside at some point. I think when we do the house part, that's going to be taller than our shop. We'll probably mount on the roof somewhere. See if that's even possible to do. Maybe under a eave or something like that. There again, you don't want to mount anywhere close to a bedroom or your living room where you want peace and quiet. It will give you a mild drone. Now, when we do the rest of the place, everything, all the ceilings be 2x12. It'll be I-joists, 12-inch I-joists. So we're going to have 12 inches insulation. I think in theory, we get the house part tight enough, airtight enough, we're not going to have any problem at all heating and cooling anything back there with two of these smaller units. One last thing on the remote. There's a few things about the remote on this unit. If your remote looks like this, it's going to be the 3rd gen. It has a little turbo button. This lens probably will not focus on it. Let's see. Maybe. Has a little turbo button on it. Is right there. And what will happen, you turn it on, and let's say you come into the shop and it's a little warmer than you like or a little colder than you like. It doesn't matter if it's on heat or on AC cycle. You can hear it now blowing. And if you hit the turbo, it'll go to overdrive essentially. Go to max fan, max everything. Probably not good for it to turn it off that fast. And you could actually cool the area down or heat it up immediately. It runs about 10 to 15 minutes and automatically go back down to the other setting. So, you know, you have that option. That's always nice. One thing I did notice about this unit, when you go from heat to cool, from AC to the heat pump, you need to turn the unit off and back on. And for whatever reason, it flips a valve or does whatever in there. And then you'll notice right away, if you run AC, obviously there's cold air blowing out of the head. There's hot air blowing outside. If you run the heat, there's hot air blowing out of the head, ice cold air blowing outside. So, you know, everything seems like it's working perfectly. We need to get the lines cut down and adapted. We'll do that hopefully as soon as possible. Get the shroud put on the wire. I cannot be more happier with this. A lot of my friends building houses right now, or this past year, I had one of them bought a brand new Train central heat and AC unit. It already had a failure, right? And you notice that, you look at the reviews on that stuff, a lot of them are very cheaply made, but very expensive to buy. My theory on this, 3.5-year warranty, I paid $1,184 for it. Now they're $1,700 for this $24,000. For $1,100, if this thing runs 2 or 3 years and it takes a dump and the warranty won't cover, I'll take it out, throw it in the trash, and put another one in. It doesn't matter at that point, right? I don't think that'll be the case. Seems like it's very stable. That's going to be it, guys. Hope you liked the update video. I highly recommend these. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description to some of these. I don't know what the prices are at this very minute. Probably more than I paid, but I'll put it in there anyway. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.